Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. How are you doing today? I'm doing. You know, they always say there's a fine line between love and hate. And don't you ever wonder sometimes how you can love somebody so much and yet hate them at the same time? And I know it's not that you hate them, it's you hate what they do or what they say, but it's like, it's really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this short. That was my thought for the day. We are doing, if you hear all the background noise, we got a busy house. Yeah. So I'm escaping. Escape. That's me. So I'm gonna keep this short because today we are going to go over how to fill a soap mold and how to fill out like how much batter you need, if you're trying to estimate and you haven't used it before. And then I'm going to take you through the soap calculator to show you how I, figure a recipe for my soap. And then we're going to make the soap. And hopefully it turns out. So, I know, I was like, I'm not making any more soaps, but yeah, I am. It's what I do. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing today. So it's a popcorn soap, hot buttered popcorn. It's a frosted soap, so it's not a frosted soap, but it's got it's the square, the bit, and it's got the top stuff on top. You'll see. Oh my gosh, can't explain a thing today. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. 3 things. Dream big, be true to you, and you are worth it. Let's go check out the video. Okay, so I'm in my second office, my bedroom, because we have a lot of bread baking going on today in my kitchen. So if you hear any noises, don't listen to it. So I'm going to be making a popcorn soap today. So I'm not a very good drawer. So it's going to have the square bottom, but it's going to have a top to it, okay? And I need to figure out how much batter I need. Now there's different ways to figure it out, and there's easy ways. An easy way is to find your volume, length times width times height. And if you want ounces, you multiply it by 0.40. If you want grams, you take it by 0.70. Obviously this is centimeters, this would be inches. And then those would be the amount of oils you would use, okay, to give you, and then you plug it into the calculator, and that's how you figure it out. But I don't like that way because it doesn't take the water and your lye and your additives into it. It does to an extent, but not to the base I want it to be. So 1 ounce equals 1.805 inches, sorry, I was in the right centimeters, cubed. Okay, my mold, so I'm using my long 2-pound loaf. That is 7.4 by 2.25 by 3 inches, okay, which is 55.5 inches cubed. This is my volume, okay. And if we use the 1 ounce equals that, we would divide this by 1.805, and I get 30.75 ounces of total soap batter. Okay, do you see the difference? This will give you just the oils, the amount of oils you need. Okay, this gives me my total everything batter, and that's just for the bottom. Okay, for the bottom of my mold. So now I have to find this top part, which is, it's not really a cylinder, but it was easier figuring. Okay, so that is a half cylinder, and the volume for that is pi r squared height divided by 2. Okay, So it'd be 3.14, that's pi, times 1.5 squared times 7.4. Okay, do this first. You do this first, then multiply by those, then divide by 2. Okay, and that gives you a total of 26.14 inches cubed. And we're going to divide that by 1.805, which will give me 14.5 ounces extra for the top. Okay, that's for my top up here. So the 30.75 plus the 14.5 gives me 45.25 ounces total batter. Okay. Okay. To convert this, if you wanted to convert this to grams, you would just take the 45.25 times 28.35, and it would give you your total grams. Okay, for your batch weight. I'm not going to go through all that. If I do it this way and I figure it this way, it gives me a total of 32.7 ounces of oils. And I'll show you, I plug it into the calculator and I'll show you. 32 is too much for me. It doesn't work. I like this way because it gives me a batch amount. And when I, this is our recipe we come up with. I'll show you, that's the next thing. But I want 29 ounces to make 45.58. Because every time I do it this way, the quick, simple way, I have too much batter. Okay, now remember this is cold process only, okay, to figure it out. This is the website I go to, and we're just going to go to the middle of the screen, and we're going to hit Soap Calc Y calculator right there, see it? Yep. And then number 1, type of lye, we're doing cold process, so NaOH, of course. Type of oils, I always do ounces, and we are going to type in the ounces of oils. Oh yeah, that's right. So 32. We're going to try 32, 38% water as a percent of oils, 38% because I'm going for a fluid swirl. Super fat 5, fragrance. I'm going to redo it anyway, but usually put 0.8 in there, okay? That's number 4. Number 5, I don't worry about. Actually, I never really mess with that. I'm not even sure why. But anyway, so then you go to your fats and oils, and we're going to add them over here in number 6. I'm actually going off my lemongrass and spearmint because it's a really cool bowl pour. Not a bowl pour. It's a whatever. Bowl swirl. I'm calling bowl swirl. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna just do this in a random way. Even the 3, okay? The 3 plus castor, okay? And I'm gonna show you how I change it up because of like types of oils I have. So you just scroll down and find your oil. I usually do this on my phone, so this is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it's the same. And then, so we got castor, coconut, olive, and we're looking for palm oil. I passed it. And palm oil. Okay. And 1%. Let's do 32%. It's got to equal 100. Otherwise, it will not let you go to the next screen. And 4%. Okay, so you come down here, number 7, and you hit calculate recipe, and then view or print. And this is the recipe, and it has all the information on here. Okay, so what I want you to look at first is over here, down here on the right where it says lauric, myristic, palmitic, stearic. Okay, this palmitic and stearic. When I talk about fatty acid profiles, this 21 plus 4 is 25. Not bad. For longevity, it really should be up like to 30. And oleic should be like closer to 40. But I'm not going to worry about that because I need this to swirl. Conditioning, bubbly, creamy, all this information here doesn't even apply because I'm going to put additives in there to boost it to do what I want it to do. Okay, so it's just a general idea, but this is 166. Look at this. It's in the INS. It's above that number. It's just your basic 3. It's out of range. Who cares? So we go back. Okay, so how many? Oh, I didn't even look at the recipe. Oh well, that's okay. But because olive oil is very similar to canola oil, and I have some canola oil, I don't think it's hyoleic from what I've read. So I'm going to add some canola oil, and I'm actually going to split this. I'm going to put this to 10, and I'm going to change my olive to 22. And this is going to change my fatty acid profile on the next page, so hang tight. And then, because palm and tallow are very similar, have similar components, I am actually going to split these 50-50. And I'm going to make 16% tallow, palm, and 16. And I'm happy with the 32% coconut oil, because coconut oil is what gives you the big bubble. Who doesn't like a big bubble? Okay, so see how it really changed my palmitic and stearic over here. I am now down to 24. I can't remember where I was. And down to 36. But like I said, I am leaving it because I need this to oh crap, I'm not even following my recipe. I was just showing you how I change stuff. And this is 50.39 ounces, which, remember, my total batch weight was 45.25. So we have changes to do anyway, right? Oh, I was off in La La Land, I guess. Okay, so back up here, we're going to change this to 30 ounces. And I need to, I guess I have avocado oil in this. I like avocado. I like using it. And that has a 5%. I'm going to just totally change this now to what my recipe is. Castor oil is 5%. Okay, and my coconut is 25. And my olive is 20. And my palm is, that's not far off. And then my tallow is 15. My canola is actually, there is no canola, so maybe what we'll do with the olive is we'll go 15 and we'll leave canola at 5. It's just got some nice properties in it. That's the only reason. And then we have sunflower oil, which is hyoleic. Just so it's, we talk, that's not the right one. I'm trying to do this while I film. Where's my sunflower? I can't see people. Okay. Sunflower hyoleic, and that one has 10%. Okay, let's see if we did that right. Nope. Adding 3. What did I miss? Okay, we'll just do palm 20. Okay, see? It won't let you go past unless you have 100%. Okay, so now look at my fatty, down here, look at my fatty acid profile. First, let's look up here. This is my ounces. See, cold process before cold process cure or hot process cook. So it doesn't ever tell you what your hot process is because it depends how you cook it and how long you cook it. And I needed 45.25, so I'm probably going to take another ounce. Or I could just pile it on. And we'll take 2 off. Let's look down here. My oleic is up to 40 now. And my palmitic and stearic are at 25. So we want to change this back down to, how many oils did it tell me? It told me, like if you do the 40% way, it told me 32.7. But I don't really like that. Ain't I the picky person? 45.58. That will work because I will have other additives in here. And okay, 8 oils. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh well. So this will be my recipe, and we're just going to print it and move on. Okay, and here we go. And yes, that bucket is safe for soaping in. There's two types of plastic, I think. I think it's number 2 and number 5. I can't remember, but anyway, it's totally safe. I used to use it all the time, but it was so big. But now my bigger batches, I run it in there, and just to emulsion, like just barely past where everything's together. So that was my clay. Yep, with some water. Mix that in, and then my essential oil blend was buttered popcorn by Nature's Garden. I was kind of PO'd because it was supposed to be an ounce, and that was Crazy Caramel from Wholesale Supply. Crazy Caramel popcorn. So yeah, I was mad though because it was supposed to be an ounce, and it only came out to 0.92. What is with that? So now I speeded this up like double time, so that I'm pouring off right there is the 14.5 ounces for the top. That way, I figured I need. Yeah, that sat there for the whole time, and oh my gosh, it took forever to set up, which was good. I mean, it was a really fluid batter, you'll see that, but it's super crazy. Couldn't believe. This is what I don't like about the bucket, is cleaning it out. Totally. Bleh. Yep. Make sure you got it all. Oh, yeah. So I divided it between the two, and one will be red and one will be white. So it'll be the white and red stripes on the bottom, and it'll hopefully look something like popcorn on the top. No guarantees, because it's a frosted top. It's, you'll see what I mean by that. And I did put titanium dioxide in here because the Crazy Caramel popcorn does discolor a little bit to yellow. So hoping to avoid that. We'll see how well I did with that. And this is a side bowl pour. Is that right? I don't know. But you pour it down the sides. It's on the side of the bowl. See? This was so fluid. It was perfect. Just perfect. I was so ecstatic. I was happy. It wasn't lumping up on me. Yep. And then I take my mold, and I was going to put it on the side, but I just lifted it up, and you go back and forth. Isn't that super cool? Like, it was beautiful. I can't wait. Can't wait to cut that sucker and show you what it looks like. Yeah, so that's a thin lines pour. I think that's what they call it, a thin lines pour. So I do this with my lemongrass and spearmint bar. It's super fun, especially when it works out. That's why I was like, I don't care what the fatty acid profile says. I am doing it this way because I know it will work. And just dumping it on the top. So this was like another half hour later. This was an hour later. And this was almost an hour and a half later. I couldn't believe how long it took to set up. There's my piping bag. I have a round tip. I think I showed it to you. Yeah, so I laid down first just the plain batter because, like I said, it's supposed to discolor to a light yellow. So I figured if I leave it, that'll be a lighter yellow. And then I added some gold mica, which was really hard to see. Yeah, it was like the same color. Like, yeah, I was like, what the heck? But, so this is like, I don't know what you call it. It's not making whatever. Gradient, umbrient, whatever. That's not it. Never mind. Ignore me. So, yeah, just laying it down, and then I put some yellow in there, and just do this. I'm putting it on saran wrap, okay, because I wanted to try this technique again. I've done it before. It never worked for me, and when I saw what the girl did, like, she pulls the plastic through the piping bag, which took me a bit, and snips it off, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try that again, because I could never get it to work. Super crazy. Yeah, and this one, yeah, yellow, see? Definitely much, much yellower than the other stuff. Yeah, so how's your day going? That was a long day. Long day. My brother texted me. I should tell you the story about my brother. It's so funny. So, was that 2 years ago? For Christmas, we gave all the Godfathers soap. And my one brother was like telling my mom, it stinks and what the heck, and he never told me that, but kind of like not impressed, okay? And it was the Blue Caribbean one. And that night, my sister-in-law is texting me, and she's like just dying, basically, because she's like, your brother took a shower with your soap, and now he's on your website looking for it, and you better have it on there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think it's on there. She's like, he loved it. He wants more soap. And you know what? They are probably one of my best customers, because I was actually telling my other brother, I was like, yep, I'm sure he's going to be calling pretty soon here, wanting soap. Oh, it's so funny. And then he texted me the other night because he had the oatmeal stout one. He's telling me he goes, I don't know, there's something weird about it. He goes, I love the scent, like the scent, like the bar. He goes, but when you rinse off, he goes, it's like you're summer following in a tractor without a cab. Like, what? So I had to go take a sidebar, just one of the little pieces, and jump in the shower, and I'm scrubbing, and it's beautiful. It's a beer. Oatmeal stout is a beer bar. Okay, so now I'm just going to pipe on my soap, okay? So it's a beer bar, and delightful bubbles, delightful lather, white, beautiful lather. But yeah, when you rinse off, there's something odd about it. I don't know if I put too much mica in or if it's the fragrance oil, because it does discolor to a dark, dark brown, the soap. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I mean, it's a great bar. I loved it, but I don't know. We had a good laugh out of that one. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, this is called frosting the top. So some people actually do this on every soap bar. This is actually the first one I have done like in this manner, okay? Because I actually marked the sides of my mold, just where each 1 inch would be, so I could kind of make sure I got that first layer correct. And I wasn't gonna like waste any of the soap, so I just kept mounting it up. Yeah, so it's quite high. I could probably go just 10 ounces maybe instead of the 14.5 for this. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It worked out fine for my first time. Hell yeah. What else did I do to this thing? Can't remember. I just did it this morning. Isn't that sad? I haven't even cut it yet. I'm kind of worried to cut it. Actually, I'm excited to cut it, but I'm worried I poured it wrong or something. Like, I was thinking about maybe the lines should have went the other way, but I'm like, no, they had to go this way. Oh, I put some snowflake mica on. Yeah, I know. What for? Just because I can. It's sparkly popcorn soap. And then I just took some oil with gold mica and drizzled it on like buttered popcorn. I love popcorn. My husband hates popcorn because he had ate it and then got the flu when he was little and puked it up. So, but everybody else, we all love popcorn. And I did not C-pop and gel this. I really wish I would have. I just sprayed it with rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, 91%. Yeah, I really was excited that it turned out so well. I was really disappointed in my colors. I probably should have took the chance and let it set up and then maybe tried C-popping it at a lower temperature later, but I don't know. I didn't know how well that would work. But super excited about this for my first frosted soap. You know, will I do it again? I don't know. Maybe if I have a specific reason to do it. Otherwise, probably not very often. I'm going to let you know now, you don't really get to see me cut many of these bars because for some reason my camera shut off. Which was really disappointing. But on the other hand, you didn't have to see me struggle to cut these because they folded over the side of the mold, so they weren't flat. Yeah, it wasn't fun. But they turned out cute. They turned out super cute. I can't even complain, right? I can, but I'm not going to because they're super cute. And this is the popcorn soap. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.